Maybe when you first started playing your instrument, you thought, I'd really love to be able to play with that tune, with that piece, playing along to a backing track or even with a band. It could also be that when you try to find the key of a song, the only thing you hear is this. Now, how do you figure out what key you're in? In this video, I'm going to show you several tips to help you find the key of a piece, but more importantly, I'll give you techniques to help you develop your ears so you can do it more easily. Hi, my name is Yannick. Welcome to my channel. Here, we talk about music, but most of all, I show you all kinds of saxophone tips. So, don't hesitate to subscribe if you want to make quick progress. So, in this video, I'm going to give you 3 examples of situations you might come across, and I invite you to listen. Watch the whole video, because at the end, I'm going to have you play something, and I'm going to ask you to answer me in the comments. What key are we in? So, I'm really looking forward to seeing if anyone gets it right. So, you should know that when you're trying to figure out the key of a tune, a piece, a song, call it whatever you want, there are a few situations you'll come across. There are quite a few, but I'll give you a few examples today. The first one is the easiest. It's when there's only one chord. I called it a vamp. It's an English word, V-A-M-P, which basically means we're going to stay put. Always on the same chord. So that's the simplest situation, since nothing changes harmonically. We just have to figure out what key we're in. Sometimes, too, you might have 1, 2, 3, or 4 chords. But the overall key means you can stick to the same scale the whole time, or maybe spice it up with 1 or more scales. But you could get by with just 1 scale. That's the case in this tune here. And all the examples I'm showing you here, we'll break them down together in the video a little later on. In this case here, we've got 4 chords, but like I mentioned earlier, you could actually just use a single scale. There's also the blues progression, where you could just use 1 scale. Now, there are several chords in a blues, but there's 1 main key. So that's something you need to try to figure out too. Another situation you might run into would be with a jazz standard or even a pop tune. In these cases, there will probably be an overall key, but it'll be tough to use just 1 scale. It depends on the standard or the pop tune, but most of the time, you'll have to follow the chords. So, each chord will be linked to 1 or more scales. So now, things get a bit more complicated. A little bit. So we'll work on this together. I'll show you some techniques to get there. So, the very first thing you need to do is relax and listen to what you hear. That is, try to find the main key you hear in your head. So I'm going to play you an example, and try to pick out the main note that stands out from the whole thing. The first thing I'm going to do is try to sing the note I have in my head. So, if I play this, me, the note that stands out the most is this one. I try to sing it. It doesn't have to sound great. How you sing it, that doesn't matter. It's about finding the pitch, finding the right note. So, if this note actually, it's the tonic of my first chord. Here, we have 4 chords, but it's still in a general key, which is the first chord in this case. So, the second step I'm going to do, now I've got it, I've got my note. Now, I'm going to try to find it on my instrument. So, if I try a few notes on my saxophone. What is it? That note? No. No. There, I knew what it was. I did it here on purpose to show you the example, but it might happen like that for you. It's no big deal. It might take 10 minutes to find it. As long as you always have the time, if you forget it, just go back and listen to the main piece again. So, I found that on my tenor sax, it was a C. So, this song is played in B flat. As you can hear, there are 4 chords. Okay, you don't have to find all 4 chords right away, but if you want to push it a bit further. That's not a pun, push the note. If you want to go a little further and you feel up to it, try to find the 4 chords that are there, or at least the 4 tonics. So, by listening to it again, I can do the same exercise as before and try to sing the 4 notes. So, what I'm hearing you say is, now, you might say, Yannick, you're the one who wrote the tune. Of course you know the chords. You're absolutely right. But I still would have figured it out, even if it was the first time I was hearing it. Now, we've found our 4 chords. For now, we're going to set that aside, though, because I'd like us to focus on the fact that we can only use one scale here. So, which scale can we use here? I need to ask myself if it's major or minor. First of all, so, does this tune, in general, sound major or minor? For me, it's often the first chord that gives the general key. That's not always the case, but often it can be. So, to my ear, this sounds minor. Earlier, I told you I was in C. So I can try playing A C major here as a test. I think you can hear that it really doesn't sound right, so that tells me right away that it's not in major. It's in minor. It's in C minor for the tenor saxophone. So, I have a few options here. First, I'd be inclined to tell you that you could use the C minor pentatonic scale. The minor pentatonic scale, in a case like this, is always pretty safe. So, you can use it without too much worry. So now, what I'm going to do is put the track back on. And I'm going to play my C minor pentatonic scale, C, E flat, F, G, and B flat, and I'll see if it works or not. What a pleasure to see that it works. So, I could use the C minor pentatonic scale over everything. This here, and it's going to work really well. Did you hear it? It sounds pretty good. There aren't any wrong notes, really. So, that's the introduction to finding the key. Now, like I was saying earlier, there are actually several options, even with this. Here. When you use the minor pentatonic scale, there's a bell that should go off in your mind right away. It means you'll most likely be able to use the blues scale as well. So, yes, the C blues scale works really well over this vamp here. So far, we have C minor pentatonic and C blues. One last thing I'd like to say about this tune. Here, we have 4 chords. So maybe we could use another scale that matches up with these 4 chords. Earlier, I found the tonics. They were C, A flat, E flat, and B flat. So, if we focus on those 4 notes, C, A flat, E flat, B flat, and we know we're in C minor for the overall key, what kind of scale do those 4 notes make you think of, at least? I know that my main arpeggio is C minor, so C, E flat, G. And now, I'm adding in the A flat and the B flat. What kind of scale does that make you think of? So far, we've got the note C, the note E flat, the note G, the note A flat, and the note B flat. So, I'm very, very close here to the scale of C minor, natural, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, and C. And here, this scale is going to work really well in this chord progression. Now we're going to do the same thing with another situation that you'll often come across, which is in the case of a blues. So, same thing as before, the first step is going to be to try to find the note that stands out the most in all of this. So, I don't know if you've already found it. I can tell you that what I hear in my head is this note. What is this note? You need to find it on your instrument. So, no matter what instrument you play, you're going to try, by trial and error, to find a T. So, I sing the note to myself before starting and I try to find it on my sax. I'll give you an example where I play too many notes. I need to do it again. So I can do it again. Play it. It's no problem. I try to find it on my sax. Ah, it's in G for the tenor, so F concert. I found it. So, my blues is in the main key of G. It's a blues in G. I'm still talking about the tenor sax. So, the second question I need to ask myself is it a major or minor blues? I'll play it again. So, clearly, you can hear that it's in major. If it were a minor blues, we would have, and here, when it comes to scales, blues is easy because right away you can say, well, I'll just use the blues scale. If we're in G, then G blues. G blues for the tenor saxophone. So, I could use the blues scale over the whole form. As I usually say, it's not the ideal solution, but it's really, really a good trick if you're just starting out with improv. So, that's the G blues, and obviously, you can also use G minor pentatonic, since there's only one note difference. So, I'm going to play that for you over the form and you'll hear that it works. As I mentioned to you at the beginning of the video, I have a little quiz for you. So, I'm going to play you a track of something, and don't worry, it's all around just one key. So I'd like you to tell me in the comments, what is the general key of this? Look right over here. Break time equals 0.5s/, just over here. Oh wow.